Spararam.
There's got to be some way to get off this job.
I don't know you, and I don't want to know you.
Nothing to spare, right? No, of course. No one has anything.
You think it is bad here?
Panzer
On the
bastard.
street? I would still rather be
You look
here
at this.
than ship to
They're
Golem
walking
City.
on wires. Get lost.
Go away and let me sleep.
Just look at this place. It's all gone to hell. You know why? These people care too much.
Why do they always pick me? Go away.
Loss of life on both sides was considerable, but instead of healing and dialogue, fear of the augmented has turned to hatred.
Not claim to be mistreated by governments when they have spent taxpayer money to build special living quarters for you and your kind.
Locals scared as nation forces are
Maintaining cautious control mode.
only fear and experience satisfy. I moved to the Utrecht
I
complex.
thought you were forced to leave your native Germany. Were there not allegations that you...
Those accusations were false. When I arrived in Prague,
There was a terrorist bombing at a local church.
but Prague had nothing to do with it. We are
A non-violent...
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Western United States, a group of non-augmented citizens, armed with assault rifles, have begun patrolling the streets of Lewistown, Montana. They claim the U.S. government is not doing enough to protect them from augmented crazies. Protesters demanding freedom and basic human rights for all, regardless of augmented status, have been imprisoned by the Chinese government. In apparent retribution for that act, vigilante hackers tied to the Gemini Collective have crashed the ships and stock exchange. Yes, ma'am. Several times, indeed. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
the center. Instructions. Quality. Excellence. The center. Restoring the past and building the future.
No doubt many viewers were horrified by that story I brought to you last week, in which a suicide gunman ruthlessly attacked a small augmented community near Warren.
Area secure. Maintaining cautious control.
It's all right here.
I'm pretty boring. You'd be better off talking to someone else.
Area secure. Maintaining cautious control. Area secure. Maintaining cautious control.
I'm pretty boring. You'd be better off talking to someone.
Státní policie má oprávnění během stavu nouze vykonávat prohlídky. Prosíme o spolupráci za všech okolností.
How are you? Maybe we could do this some other time, huh? I'll get back to you. My wife is going to kill me.
Look, I don't have any
I
change.
swear, the
Neither
ignorance of
one.
some people is beyond me.
What can I get?
What can I get you? Beer? Something else?
What else have you got?
Oh, just an item of interest.
For someone who lives off of their sales, you're unusually reserved.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know who to trust, especially these days. For example, I don't suppose you have any neuropozyne you would be willing to spare, do you?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means.
These are tough times. We all have to do what we can.
You understand? That's... You have no idea how many people just look the other way. But we can't afford to. Not Oggs, and not anyone else. What happens to one happens to all of us.
The neuropozyne isn't even for you, is it?
No, it's not. I'm what you might call a... Well, I think of myself as a Samaritan smuggler. I get things for people in need.
I'm glad I could help.
Listen, I can't let you leave without thanking you properly. I store a few supplies in the basement. The code to the door is 1015. Help yourself to what's down there.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Like you said, we all need to help each other. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Let's see those odds and ends you have for sale.
You can't go wrong with that.
I'm good for now.
As you wish. Hello again. What can I do for you?
I'm good for now.
As you wish.
This has nothing to do with you.
Get lost, dog.
I've never been the religious type.
I don't care.
Church of the Machine.
Later,
What is this?
I would do anything to better my
Unless
situation.
you're looking for trouble,
Keep moving, Clank. Yeah, don't speak English.
I was lucky to get through the checkpoint. The papers I'm carrying are forgeries.
How does this Revia work? You need
More
outfit,
and
or do
more
you want
of
us to
them.
live there?
Both, actually. Although everyone is welcome, it's being built by the augmented for the augmented.
How is it different from the Utale complex?
There's no comparison. Utalek was a place to put people, just a way to move the problem somewhere else. Rabia is built for you to live in.
How about a few credits? Come on.
Do not kill me.
Don't you have
I
anything
have a
better to do
family.
than wasting my time?
You don't belong here, Clank. Santo built housing just for your types. Why don't you stay there?
I have a real craving for barbecue.
And you wish upon a star.
What?
Excuse us a moment.
I'm busy.
The song is in my head. It makes me think of the old puppet show. Shame it's closed now.
Burned to the ground years ago. Fucking puppets and clowns are the spawn of the devil.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Felice Allman, and I represent the Santo Group. We're looking for able-bodied, augmented persons like you to help us create the future.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this might be the wrong town to hawk a dream of the future in.
Don't you think it's exactly the right one? Prague, a city with no respect for the choices its citizens made to become augmented. The choice you made.
And you're going to tell me Santos found a city that does respect us.
We're making it. You can't deny the world has to change. For the better this time. Augmentations helped us take great steps before, and we can do it again. In Rabia, a concept city, 3D printed, beyond state-of-the-art, a symbol of evolution.
In the deserts of Oman, I've seen the news stories. But Santo's not a charity, and I don't think your stakeholders are philanthropists.
That's why they've asked people like me to spread the word, to make an offer. Incentive-driven employment for any augmented person. You'll get a sponsored work permit for the duration of the city's construction.
And after that?
A guaranteed place in the residency lottery.
I appreciate that you believe in what you're selling, this new future. But the future the Augmented want is the same as anyone else.
And the world won't allow it! I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to. Santo is the only corporation in the world to increase its augmented workforce in the past 2 years. Did you know that?
That must be convenient for a construction business?
It's the opposite. Our CEO's life has been threatened for supporting the legitimacy of augmented people. But he, Mr. Brown, understands that the augmented saw the future early and rushed to meet it.
So this incentive program, positioning Rabia for the Augs, it's all on Nathaniel Brown?
Everything. The industrial printing of the city, the archaeological design, the recruiting drive, even the street teams. Mr. Brown met us personally to sign off on us. Would you believe it?
Yeah, I think I would. Archaeological?
Architectural ecology. Rabia is zero footprint, fully self-sufficient. It is not just his solution for the augmented, it is his solution for cities. It is visionary. There is no other word for it.
Right. Unfortunately, most of the visionaries I've met were so busy chasing their grand plan, they lost sight of the little people. Future for the Augmented. From what I've heard, it didn't go to plan.
Not to our plan. Utalek was supposed to be a low-cost, high-volume housing solution for transient workers. It was never meant to become what it has.
And why didn't Brown step in? Doesn't look good to have your name associated with an Aug ghetto.
It's out of our hands. Since the incident, it's been run by the Czech state and their police. That will never happen with Rabia.
What guarantee do I have that life in Rabia is different than the segregation here? Or is that a lottery too?
Santo is the guarantee. We keep the rights to the city in perpetuity, never handing it off to people who want the augmented out of sight and out of mind.
But that's still exactly what you're doing. A city in a bubble, born from fear between augmented and non-augmented.
There have always been divisions in society. There always will be. That's why there are walls. Someone has to build the walls, and that's Santo.
You've given me a lot to chew on. I can't sign up with you on the spot.
Just consider it. What I've told you. I'm not trying to sell you the e-brochure of Rabia. You've seen it all anyway. They're just pictures and holograms. I want you to believe in the place.
Santo says they're going to make the future a better place. They should concentrate on fixing the present.
There's a better life for the augmented, and it's waiting for you in Rabia.
What do you want? You haven't noticed
People
that
around
this
here
is a
really
friendly part
value
of
their
town.
privacy, you know what I
Go
mean?
to Old City.
Mostly because it's the only thing they have
Puppets
left.
and
watching
dolls
the
and
city
clowns are
change so
soulless
much.
vessels for
All
evil.
the history and culture has been run over to make room for the future.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Are you telling me you don't think they should all be moved there?
No, nothing like that. I just question the legality of it. No, that's not the word. Anyway, you can tell me you're comfortable with forcing people out of their homes and into that ghetto.
I'm comfortable enough if it means we're safer here in the city. See, the problem is that we can't tell which of these orcs are safe and which are getting ready to kill us.
You're right. They should have made allowances for that when they developed the enhancement technology. It would be so useful right now to have some sort of shut-off switch or something.
Excuse me, but I don't want to talk to you. Hope you understand.
Hello, I really have nothing to say.
Until the rubble at Ruzika station is cleared, metro service outside the core is impossible.
Damn it, I know. The trains are fucked up. What do you want me to do? Someone set off a fucking bomb.
Hand it over. You better hope all your paperwork is in order, Hanser. An unauthorized clank in the city could mean big trouble for you.
I've got enough trouble as it is.
Is that right? 1 second. Centro, confirm a BH-847. You must have some kind of super weapon under the hood.
What I have is a job to do, and no time to waste.
Not let me keep you then. Get moving, asshole. They are involved. I'll stop it.
He looks pissed off. No one has time to deal with you guys, okay?
I can't believe the police let you in here.
You know, I've been at it forever, but this place just...
Augmentation caused a rift in my family.
My own sister.
My brother-in-law will call me.
Without family, I don't know what
Excuse me?
Yes?
Can you please tell me how to get to number 33?
Got turned around? Happens to everybody.
So it's that way?
No, that way.
Thank you.
Just around the corner.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you lost?
Because you want a stock tip?
Get Versa life. Good things.
These streets take so many small turns, it's easy to get lost.
Go away, please. I have
saw
to
the
limit
sign
my
was closed.
exposure to orcs.
You could use some help with your...
Hey there. You looking for a new stereo system?
I don't really get much time to listen to music.
How about movies? You like movies? Or maybe you got other interests?
What do you mean by other interests?
Well, I figure a man like you, he might need a little energy boost from time to time.
You're not talking about protein bars, are you?
Biocells, my friend. In perfect working order. And completely under the radar.
Sure, I'll take one.
Well, that's it. You've cleaned me out.
I think I'll be on my way.
Feel free to come back if you change your mind.
Turning now to Prague. The city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday. Bombs exploded inside the Sika train station. I do not need to remind you, folks, that this is the third such attack inside Prague in recent times. All of them occurring without
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected the Kosovo board president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg.
Some of those words
And in
burn
the
me
West,
so think
millions of
them.
lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified
Waiting next report.
I told him I'm not giving up the window seat.
I can help you with something. Yes? I'm looking for Laborio.
It is me. You have come for the magic?
I'm hoping you can help me make sense of something. A strange encounter I had. A man hiding behind a screen in the sewers, surrounded by followers of some kind. His name is Richard. He used to be partners.
Richard is alive. You found him?
I'm not sure what I found, but I know I didn't like it. Richard had a way of depriving me. Things I wanted to say and do, but I couldn't.
I am so happy he is alive. Richard and I was sure that I should have known. Richard always said, the show must go on.
There was nothing entertaining about this. What is he doing down there? How is he doing it?
I have not seen Richard in many years. We developed a show together, The Evolution of Stage Hypnosis Intensified Through Technology. Adapted versions of the Casey and DDE designs.
A social augmentation?
In conjunction with modern hypnotic techniques, something much more powerful than mere persuasion. The communal construction of an alternate reality. For 3 hours on a Friday night, we guided people into brave new worlds.
These worlds you and Richard created through hypnosis, what were they exactly?
They were whatever people wanted, created together with the audience. Every night was different. After the incident, we were made to stop, treated as criminals. It was not right. People paid for their tickets and embarked on imaginative explorations. We did not hurt anyone. We would never hurt anyone.
I'm not sure that's still true for Richard. His audience now, I'm worried they may be trapped. Is that something he could be capable of? Creating a world and keeping people there indefinitely?
It depends on the personality. If someone is susceptible to the message, and if Richard keeps repeating it, it is conceivable.
The technology Richard is using to do all this, how does it work?
Binaural beats. Richard bounces his source transmission through a series of emitters that use targeted neural oscillation to stimulate specific areas of the basal ganglia.
Right. Let's assume I'm not familiar with that particular ganglia.
Richard is using a system of emitters that can intensify and adjust his frequency, his message, his intent. Imagine it. He can make the very soul of a transmission pierce into the brainwaves of his target audience.
I don't need to imagine it. I already know it's terrifying. Why do you think Richard is doing this? What's his endgame in trying to hypnotize people in a sewer?
I cannot say for sure, but after the incident, after the way things began to change, Richard said he was going to find a better place. I did not hear from him again. The loss of so many people that we knew, I believe it broke him.
He didn't seem very broken to me. More like a guru of some kind, with way too much control of the people in that room.
No, Richard is not capable of hurting anyone. At least, he was not before. He was an idealist, the kind of man who... The worlds we created together on stage, they were more beautiful than the reality.
Tell me how to stop Richard.
Richard is conveying a vision of himself, of themselves, of an alternate community they are building together. If it is Richard's goal to keep the people there, the only way to free them is to make them see through it.
Well, how do I do that? Last time I talked to him didn't go so well.
The signal he is transmitting, its effect is limited to a specific radius, to the room where the audience is, where the emitters are installed. Wherever Richard is must be outside of that room.
So if I get to him, I'll be able to say or do whatever I want?
Yes, but promise you won't hurt him, please.
I'm not promising anything. Something tells me if I do get in there, he's not going to be content to just talk.
There may be a better way. The emitters, they are somewhere in the room, yes? Okay then, so wait. You wait. Just wait 1 second, please. Wait for it. Wait for it. Where are you? Come. Come to me. Shh. Ba, 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 ba. Wait. Okay. I think I have what I'm looking for. I think I have found what you need. Ta-da! They are scrambling devices, our failsafe whenever things got ugly. Attach them to the emitters and it closes the ability to amplify. Good night. Show's over. Your gods are but men again.
And that'll be enough to make the people in the room see through him?
I hope. If they have been exposed for a very long time, you need to help them to see. But please be kind to Richard. I don't know what he has become, but I know what he was. A decent man once, who simply believed that the world should be better.
We all believe that. But there are better and worse ways of going about it.
You know exactly what you need to do.
Dodal, že důstojník zodpovědný za tuto chybu byl vyslán na placenou nucenou dovolenou, dokud se případ nevyšetří.
Refrain from doing that.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s rusákama.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly access granted.
In the market for something, aren't you? You've come... Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end. And you look like you know high-end. Which biotech did your job? Not Isolate. They don't come in black.
You try this on all your customers?
Just the ones made of carbon fiber. As one enthusiast to another, you can tell me.
Gonna have to disappoint you.
Maybe you can make it up to me. You look like the kind of man who might have access to breach software.
That stuff's illegal.
Come on, man, don't play around. You know why it's illegal. You know the world governments don't want us to find out their dirty secrets. But we will, and you can help us. Be part of the revolution. Anyway, just think about it. All the details are in the computer. Want to have a look? To sell or to buy?
Sure.
Great. Go ahead. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Good choice.
I'm good for now.
I'm not going to pull a social log on you.
The best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock.
Clear here. You picked up my rapid on that guy. Huh? Sorry, what was that?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
See anything?
Doing it for the boss.
Please do not hurt me.
I don't see anyone.
You're doing great,
Please, God, save me.
God
А
damn
он
it.
там, ты смотрел? Look harder.
Leave me alone.
There is no profit in searching for ghosts.
He's got to be here somewhere.
Смотри, who's there?
I guess I was that.
Осторожно, тут уёбок!
Hey, asshole. Get the hell out.
I'm going to kill that fucking freak.
Come on, get up.
Hey, asshole. You dead? Come on. You can sleep later.
going to the police. Fine, I will scream.
Please do not hurt me.
Куда он делся? Я тут с тобой не останусь! Тупая жестянка! Это тупик! Нет! Меня не проведешь, ты в ловушке! Where this way here? But the only exit! Нет уж! Меня не проведешь, ты в ловушке! Stupid cannon! That's a dead end! Stay in there with you! Warning to others.